thing. I think that it is not dope for you to drop a song about it because you were on the menu. Okay? You were not the boss in this situation. You're not the boss. Okay? You get on Lil Wayne's little show. Like, first of all, so really, Apple is really trying to make this Lil Wayne show a thing. They're really trying to push that, you know? So he just had an interview with August Alsina as well. And, you know, August basically doubled down on the fact that he did, in fact, have a permissional kind of conversation with Will. And he kind of went into further detail about, you know, him still loving Jada or whatever the case is. Listen, you were on the menu. No big deal. You know what this made me think about, you guys? Have you ever tried to body the, you know what, just right now I'm not in that place anymore where I feel like I want to be in a relationship? Have you ever, like, told somebody that? Like, no bullshit. Like, you know, oh God. And the wild shit is that you really be, like, seeing it for them at first. Like, you be like, you know, I think, you know, because, you know, maybe, like, the sex is good. Maybe y'all swapped souls. You know what I mean? Because soul swapping is fun, you know. Haven't done that in a while, but soul swapping is fun. We know what soul swapping is, right? Soul swapping. Like, that's when, like, y'all souls, like, in a sexual entanglement where y'all souls just become one and y'all just almost swap souls. Like, this nigga reached so far down in your body that he take your soul out. You never had one of those before? That's like one of those where, like, your whole spirit just melt into the bed, bitch. Your whole spirit just melt into the bed. Like, yeah, I was just talking to some friends about this last night. like, that kind of sex where, like, your whole spirit just melts into the bed. Like, you forget space and time. Like, you don't even, like, you just see dark. You just see dark. Like, bitch, everything. Okay? Oh God, you guys pray for me. 'Cause really, that's all okay. But, you know, you have someone and you feel like, oh, okay, this is cool. You know, maybe I could, like, really be with them. But then you realize, you know what? I actually don't like them. And so you sense the relationship coming on. You sense it's getting warmer. You guys are spending time together. Things are very intimate. And next thing you know, like, you got to give the person the speech of, like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I thought I was ready for a relationship, but I'm not ready right now. Like, I just feel like I just, you know, got too much going on and whatever. You know, I'm not only a client, I'm the president, okay? I have had that line used, not necessarily like, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship right now, but I definitely, in my lifetime, I mean, shit, I've been dating since I was 16. I've definitely in my lifetime have heard, hey, you know, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. But, like, the nigga was always ready to, like, fuck with me. And, like, the nigga was always ready to chill and, like, do that. But he just was not ready for us to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay? But I've also given that speech. So, you know, when you body that bag, you know already what it is. And, like, next thing you know, niggas is making songs about you. Like, I saw one of my old Rattle Me Bones the other day. I was driving. And one of my bones fell out the closet. You ever had that happen when you be out in public and you see somebody you used to fuck with? One of your bones just fall out the closet, Jesus. Ooh, Lord. Scare you, don't it? Ooh, Jesus. That's why, like, sometimes you gotta, like, you really gotta step outside the scope of the area that you live when you start to date, because, like, you don't want to be just in Walgreens trying to get some razors and trying to get some fucking body scrub and some fucking teeth whitener and some tampons, and you see this nigga walking with his new thing and you like, oh, look at her looking like the fucking the Dollar Tree version of me, nigga. Look at you still love me. You still love me, nigga? You still love me? You out here trying to get couponed me. Look at me. Look at coupon me. Oh my God. Look at coupon me. Oh, mija. All right, but I digress. So because I've been both victim and president in that scenario, I know that the worst thing that you could have happen is that person moves on right after they tell you this and gets into a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I have been that person that has said, like, no, I'm not ready for a relationship. And then really, I just wasn't ready for one with you. But this next nigga who came, he bodied me in 2 weeks, bitch. I was his, okay? Like, you know, or like for the longest time, I felt like I was like the fixer upper bitch. Like niggas would be trash when they was with me, and the very next bitch that they would get with, they would marry that bitch, they would buy a house with that bitch, they would have a kid, and you'd be like, what the fuck? So what, I just prep these niggas to move on and and graduate, you know? Like, am I man clown graduation? You know what I mean? Like, when a nigga's ready to, like, you know. But I think that, listen, here's what I've come to realize, you guys. I think that getting stuck on one person and kind of getting stuck in the place of, you know, unable to let go of the romantic notion that you and this person could have been anything other than what y'all are and were. I think that that's what keeps us stuck. You know, you have to let go of the hope. And the hope is the holding on to that the situation could have been anything other than what it was or what it is. You know, like holding on to this wish that it can be different. It isn't different. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So even in August Alsina's case, like, you know, I want to caution everybody to be careful about how roughly we're judging him. Because his inability, number one, I think there's one place where it's like, nigga, you're using it to try to advance your career. And if you don't have enough creativity in your arsenal, you know, it wasn't like he wasn't part of the situation. So it is his to speak about and do what he wants with it. But I think that he just has to watch the energy in which he surrounds that with. Because I think to take it now and to make it a public spectacle and part of your creative process is not that creative. It's not. You know, it's kind of reaching for the lowest hanging fruit in life. Now, if you want to make a song about love lost and all this other stuff, I'm dying for some great R&B. I'm dying. I'm not dying for the kitsch though. You know what I mean? I'm not dying, like, it's kitschy, you know, like you're putting all this shit on it, you know, and then trying to serve it to us. Like, just be creative. Like, don't reach for the lowest hanging fruit. We know what happened with you and her. It happens to all of us. All of us have been the victim of an entanglement where the person that you entangle with all of a sudden decides to go back now and be with their significant other and be unhappy and be with the Dollar Tree version of you. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Well, Chloe and Tristan, Chloe did an interview, and she talked about how her and Tristan are not together. Although they have been co-parenting, and that Tristan has been such a great help during the quarantine, which I thought, you know, interesting choice of words, that the fact that he is being a good dad, he's being a great help. Okay, like, nigga, you being a dad, like, you're not helping shit. You being a fucking dad, but whatever. Shout out to Jill Scott. You guys, it has been 20 fucking years since the debut of Jill Scott's album, Who is Jill Scott, first arrived on the scene. 20 years. I am going to be 41, and it is hard for me to really like grasp that because I don't look in the mirror and see that. But yeah, when I hear stuff like Who is Jill Scott is going to be 20 years old, amazing. What are your favorite songs from that album? I would have to say It's Love, Lizelle in E flat, and I don't know, that album was just, wow. I think I will listen to it. You know, what an amazing album. Shout out to also Tamar Braxton, who allegedly is suffering from, she's going through some things right now, and apparently she, after posting some cryptic messages to her family, one of the messages that she posted said, "I am a slave. I do not own my life, my stories, my pictures, my thoughts, or beliefs. I've asked my master to free me. I'm threatened and punished for it. The only way I see out is death. I will choose that before I continue to love like this. Please help me." And then she somehow ended up in the hospital. I don't know, kind of everything surrounding it. But what I will say is, let's continue to lift her up in prayer. I know that a lot of times when you see people who perhaps are, who come across perhaps a little bit more strong, you would fail to believe that this person could perhaps be going through their own battles mentally and emotionally. So let's just keep her lifted up. And it appears as though Netflix is going to be in a kerfuffle with our friend Monique. According to court documents obtained by Fox News, a judge shot down Netflix's motion to dismiss all of Monique's pay retaliation claims. Now, if you remember, back in 2017, Monique accused Netflix of racial and gender discrimination for attempting to underpay her in a stand-up special in comparison to what some of her comedian cohorts were getting. Now, Monique's lawyer spoke out about the news and said today's ruling is an important victory for Hollywood talent who, just like all other workers, need protections against retaliation if they raise concerns about pay discrimination during the hiring process. Employers in the entertainment industry need to take pay discrimination concerns seriously, fix them if the concerns have merit, and never retaliate against those who have the courage to speak up about equal pay. Now, Monique was reportedly offered $500,000 for the comedy special, while other white male and female and black male comedians received deals that were at or above $20 million per comedy special. So, I know that we talked about this in the past because, we've been on and been friends for that long. Can you believe we've been friends for that long? Oh my God. Bitch, we city girls. City girl. I've been trying to say it right and I can't. City girls. City girl. Whatever. A city girl. All right. Well, anyways, how do y'all feel about this whole narrative that they're trying to push where like Santana and Young Miami, are like kind of giving us a show, which I'm sure eventually they would love to become something, which they haven't said that that's what they're jockeying for. And, they kind of just give a good key between each other and be funny and, whatever. Young Miami, if you recall, had some homophobic statements to say in regards to the raising of her son and, what she would do to beat the gay out of him or something like that. Listen, I don't know. I'm assuming that like all the others, she apologized for it, but meant what she said. She said what she said. But, I don't know. Listen. So I don't know if she's come to, like, if she's had an enlightenment since then. I'm hoping that she has. And, you know, that will kind of give this narrative that they're pushing on us a little bit of validity in terms of, okay, so these people are cool to be your friends or your hairstylist or your stylist.